So when I was a much younger man, a much younger man, a virgin at the time, I had some guys that I was working with, some young guys, say, "Hey man, you ever effed a girl?" And I said, "Nah, I don't ever plan to." They said, "What? You don't ever plan to? You want to be a virgin forever?" I was like, "No, I ain't gonna be a virgin forever, but I ain't gonna do any of that." So what are you talking about? I said, "Well, if I do ever do that, it's gonna be some lovemaking. Ain't gonna be what you're talking about." And they said, "Well, it's the same thing." I said, "No, it ain't the same thing." I said, "There's gonna be love involved. It's gonna be an act of love." I said, "It's gonna lead me to having a lot better time than just doing what you're talking about." They said, "Man, effing is a good time." And I said, okay, fine. Maybe it is in a sense, but I'm going to have a better time. And I still ain't done it. And you know what? It's led me to not have a lot of problems. I've not had a lot of problems in my life. You know, I did this crazy thing. I found a woman. I loved her. I married her. Then we did the deed. And you know what? It's amazing. I've never had to worry about STDs, STIs. I just never had to worry about it. All these men and women around me talking about their gonorrhea, not my problem. Not my problem. Part of the reason for that, keep in mind, that helped me to have a woman that wasn't ever going to cheat on me. Not that that's ever a total guarantee in life. It's not a 100% guarantee. But the thing that helped me to find a woman where I didn't really have to worry about that was that we didn't do any of the wham bam thank you ma'am before marriage. See, if she loved me, right, and we're in a serious relationship, and she's all about me to the point where she's wanting to marry me, but even then, she's not doing that with me, and I'm not doing that with her. If she's not willing to do that with me, even at that point, a lot less likely of a chance that that woman, my woman, any woman in that situation is going to want to do that with any guy she's not married to. So when she gets married, she's still that same sort of woman. You get what I'm saying? So it just takes that problem and largely eliminates it. You know another thing I don't worry about? Custody stuff. I don't worry about it. Why? I wouldn't just mess around with a bunch of women. So I have no concern that one day I'm going to have some random young person that I don't recognize come up to me and be like, "Daddy." Nope. All sorts of problems in my life of having some dude that I don't know come up and want to start some fight with me, get into some violent situation because I messed around with some woman that I didn't even know was cheating on him when she was with me. I don't deal with any of that crap either. Never have. Not going to. I just had a simple way of doing things. I was like, you know what? God knows best. Says, get married to the woman. Don't do that beforehand. Do it afterhand. And yeah, again, do I have a 100% guarantee that some issues are not going to come up with me? No, I don't have a 100% guarantee. But I tell you what, guys who do like I do, they sure don't seem to have as likely odds, anything close to dealing with all this drama and nonsense as guys who do it. No, I don't deal with it. When I do lovemaking, it's with love. Not just for my wife, but also for what could possibly come as a result of that love. Children. Because the act of lovemaking is about more than just personal, selfish, physical gratification. It's about giving love to your spouse, but it's also has to deal with children, right? Because you see, I don't want there to be any chance. I want there to be a 0% chance. A 0% chance that I'm going to accidentally get some woman pregnant and not have a stable home situation ready for my potential child. Not doing it. I get it. You say, well, she can be on the pill. You can be using other kinds of protection, you know. Okay. But is there a 0% chance there? A 0% chance? You say no, but it's very, very, very unlikely. It's a 0 point, blah, 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 whatever, and then you get to the number. Too high of a chance for me. Again, what I want is a 0% chance. No chance that I don't have a stable home situation ready for any potential children. None. It's the way that I live my life now. I don't take chances with the future of my children. And so I'm not going to do that when it comes to the potential of making a child. Never. And as a result of that, again, I deal with a whole lot less drama. I have my kids with me. Sure helps to create a situation where, yeah, you're a lot less likely to not have your children in your home with you. I have my children in my home with me. And you know what? I love it. I love working, coming home, and seeing my kids. And I'm close with all of them. And I'm close with my wife. And I don't deal with a lot of crap. Because there's no effing. 0. It's lovemaking. And you know, the good thing about lovemaking is that when you go into a situation like that and you're just trying to get what you want out of it, you know, get what feels good for you, and the woman may be trying to get whatever feels good for her, you know what actually works better? In a lovemaking situation where you're trying to make her feel good, she's trying to make you feel good. Oh, that's way better. It's better than effing. It is. Now, I get that somebody will hear that and say, well, I can still be doing some effing and she can still be trying to make me feel good and I can still be trying to make her feel good. Yeah, you say that, but here's the deal. When you really love someone, when you're in tune with them, when you got that trust and that built relationship, you're in tune with what's really going to make them feel good and make them happy and what have you. You're in tune with them and what makes them feel good and what they'll want, more than you're going to be with some random stranger that you're just hooking up with. So no, it's not the same thing. Even in the context, I mean, let's not be silly here. Big difference between making love. There's love involved. It's not just about what you're getting out of it, but it's about what you're doing for the other person. And effing, which is a word that is purely crass, that is just nothing but it's a carnal word. Well, I don't want my time in the bedroom to ever be just a carnal act. It's not for me. I want something better. I have something better. I have a great life with my wife, and I don't deal with a lot of problems because this is the way that I chose to do things. And I got made fun of it beforehand. Guys would be like, hey, how many women you been with before I got married? I'd say none. And they'd laugh at me, what have you. I was laughing at them because I wasn't dealing with all the stuff that they were talking to me dealing with all the time. I don't want to deal with all these problems. I don't want all this drama in my life. So yeah, you can have it. I'll take it the way I've done it. God bless.